Jaden Blue, what's up? Hi folks, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the D Bell Sports Podcast. I'm your host, David Bell. Today we're going to talk about the draft. Oh boy, this was an interesting draft. Now, I'll do a video about the full draft later. This is just for the Cowboys, but I would give our draft specifically about an A. We got a lot of good pieces that we needed. We didn't get a wide receiver, but man, we're getting some out of the undrafted free agents that I hear that we're getting. We're already looking at 2 wide receivers and 2 tight ends out of 9 total. So, and don't worry, everyone will get their opportunities. 7th rounders, undrafted free agents. Brevin Spanford was an undrafted free agent last year, and he got to play. You know, I was concerned about just getting a 7th round and giving up a 5th for Joe Milton, because that's only because I really wanted our 5th round draft picks, because we don't have a 4th rounder. But we were able to get some good players in this draft, especially in the 5th round. Yeah, we got 2 players in the 5th round, so I'm not too worried. Everyone's gonna get their opportunity. We had some great undrafted free agents in the history of our team, so I'm not too worried. But I knew we didn't have a 4th rounder, so I was a little worried. Now, our 1st round draft pick was Tyler Booker, guard out of Alabama. Good pick. Now, I know we needed a guard because Zach Martin retired. And early on, I was looking at linemen. I was thinking lineman, then running back, kind of like, or running back and then maybe a lineman down the line, maybe a center for Jake Majors. But early on, like several months ago, I was looking at hey, could we draft Kelvin Banks and then Gunnar Helm or something like that? Because I love those UT players, and a record of UT players win this draft actually. But I'm very happy that we got Tyler Booker. We got a guard. We got 3 Tylers now. But early on, I was looking at more offensive tackles. I knew Will Campbell and Kelvin Banks would go, and they did go early. But overall, very happy that we got a guard, solidifying our offensive line. It is now younger, with Zach Martin retiring. Of course, we have the 3 Tylers, Terrence Steele and Cooper Beebe, so that'll be good. All our guards are now, I think, between 21 and 27 years old, something like that. So I know our oldest is Terrence Steele at 27, so that's good. It's a good thing. Definitely shored up our offensive line. Now, round 2 and 3, I thought we were going running back. And, it was very evident when we were at round 3 during my live feed. And I was like, no, why did we get a corner? But round 2, we got an edge. Donovan Ezeraku from Boston College. So that'll help Micah. This is good. This is good. Did I want a running back early? Yes, I did. Looking at a receiver as well. But if we have someone to help out Micah, I know he said something. He's got to have said something like, hey, I need some help. Maybe round 2, 3. Can you give me someone? I'm sure he said something about that. We need some help on defense. And we did. We got a lot of defense help this draft. But he'll definitely help Micah, so that's good. Round 3, we've got a corner, Siobhan Revel Jr. I thought for sure running back, but we got a corner who's 1st round projection if he hadn't been injured. Well, I'll get to that. But first, our situation with Trevon Diggs and all our cornerbacks. Trevon Diggs was hurt at the end of last season. Now, after 3 good seasons, we paid him $97 million over 5 years, and he gets hurt. And then he played and he got hurt again this past year. We drafted him in 2020. He did well in 2021, and in 2022 he had 11 interceptions. That was the most. I was tied for the most in 40 years because Everson Walls in 1981 also had 11 interceptions. Now, Dig tore his ACL in his left knee in 23, and that was terrible. And just had surgery to repair cartilage on his left knee. So his left knee is bothering him again. So his timeline is unknown. Probably why we drafted a corner. 7 of our cornerbacks had at least 100 snaps last year due to injuries. So I guess we need someone. We do need someone. I was looking at corner in my draft, but later on. Siobhan Revel is no different, unfortunately, with the injuries. He was a very good prospect, but he fell to the third round because he tore his ACL. He tore his ACL last year. He sustained his injuries a few days after the Appalachian State game. I believe that was Game 3, and that game was on September 14th, 2024. So that's been a little over 8 months, and Stephen Jones said he'll probably be on the PUP list, physically unable to perform. So we got a corner, we got an edge, and we got an offensive lineman, a guard. It's good. Now, round 5, because we did not have a round 4 draft pick, we got Jonathan Mingo for him last year, or whenever that was. But with round 5, we got Jaden Blue, running back, Texas. What's up? And we got Shamar James, linebacker, Florida. Go Gators. So, that's great. 2 schools I went to. Very excited that we finally got a running back. Jaden Blue is going to be a good addition. We also got a running back in round 7. But Jaden Blue is going to be great. Early on, we were talking about the best running backs for the Cowboys. Ashton Jeanty, he went super early. Marion Hampton, gone in the first round. Of course, we had already taken Tyler Booker. We could have got Marion Hampton. We could have got him, but the Chargers got him. And that was actually one of the 3 draft picks that I got right. That they went to the Chargers because they really wanted one. But of course, we were looking at other priorities, and we were trying to take the best players. And there's some really good players in the middle of this draft too. So hey, that's okay. But Jaden Blue for Texas last year, rushing yards, 730 rushing yards, but also 368 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns. Okay, that's going to be good. Running back by committee, we need someone who can catch the ball. Now, in comparison, maybe this isn't the best comparison, but if we want to elevate it, I'm not saying we're going to a Super Bowl, but in 1977, we definitely had a running back by committee, and we went to and won a Super Bowl. We had Preston Pearson, 341 yards rushing, 535 receiving. Tony Dorsett was drafted that year. He was a rookie, and I believe he started week 5. 1,007 yards and 273 receiving. Robert Newhouse had 721 yards rushing and 106 receiving. So we definitely, if we're going to do running back by committee and we're going to elevate it, then we need to kind of look and see what we've done in the past that worked. Jaden Blue, he can catch the ball, so that's good. We have Javonte Williams. He had 513 yards rushing and 346 yards last year. And Miles Sanders, he catches the ball a little bit. 2022 was his best year with Philly, 1,269 rushing yards, and then he had 400 and 200 with Carolina. So hopefully we can get him back to form, and we can have 3 really good running backs. I was saying that if we draft someone early, he would be the first rounder. He would be the RB1. Javonte Williams, RB2, Miles Sanders, RB3. But you never know. Maybe Miles Sanders was just in a bad situation, and he can do much better than what his numbers suggest. I have no idea, but I'm putting him as RB3 right now. I don't think that's unreasonable. Hopefully he can, what's the word? My expectations. Confound them. I think that's the right word. Well, who knows? Now, yeah, we definitely need running backs who can catch. We have need additional options, but maybe it's not the most fair comparison because Tony Dorsett, as I wrote down, was a first round pick. He was a first round pick. Jaden Blue's 5th round, but you never know. So it's not exactly the most fair, but we'll see what happens. It's definitely a running back by committee. We'll see hopefully we'll see early on who can do what. If someone catches fire and it's like, hey, he can catch. He's not rushing a lot, but he can catch. We'll put him as a receiver a little bit. So, who knows? Yeah. If we want to be at an elite level, though, this is going to have to be the comparisons. These are the comparisons we're going to have to make. When's the last time it really worked out for us? But 6th round, we got Johnny Cornelius, offensive tackle from Oregon. Give us some depth in that position. That's good. Round 7, we had 3 picks. Jay Toya, defensive tackle, UCLA. Phil Maffa, running back from Clemson. Okay, so we added another running back to see what's up. And Tommy Akinbisote, defensive tackle from Maryland. Okay, so we're definitely going defense in this draft. Defense in round 7, 5, 3, and 2. Jeez. And offense, we got 2 offensive linemen. Okay, especially one in the first round. A running back with blue in the 5th and a running back with the 7th. So this was a defense draft. I thought we were going to get at least one or two more offensive players. We got a running back. That's good. Offensive lineman. That's good. I thought maybe we're going to get a receiver, but only so many draft picks. I understand. No wide receivers. No wide receivers. So we're going to trade, or we have confidence in Jalen Tolbert and Kavontae Turbin. They're going to have to step up. And we'll see how good Jonathan Mingo is. Now, the trade that we gave away to the Panthers, they got Trevor Etienne. So just let that sink in. With our 4th round draft pick, they got a running back. So, we got one in the 5th, but maybe we could have got one in the 4th and then got a receiver in the 5th, or vice versa. But man, the 2nd and 3rd rounds, I will say some good running backs did go. A lot went later on, but Trevion Henderson, Quinshawn Judkins, Caleb Johnson. We had some good backs. So, it was interspersed. It was dispersed throughout. But, good job to the Panthers. They got some good players. And they got Trevor Etienne, formerly of the Florida Gators, now with Georgia Bulldogs, but actually now with the Carolina Panthers. So, yeah. So, no more trading our 4th round picks, okay? Jerry, we're done with that. 2 years in a row. It hasn't worked out. Jonathan Mingo's a question mark, but he did not work out last year. He officially did not work out. So last year, it was not worth it. We'll see if it's worth it this year, I guess. But we'll also see how well our undrafted free agent wide receivers go, and our tight ends. They're on it. The list is unofficial. Of course, they're not. They haven't been signed yet. The draft is over, just wrapped up. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how they go. See if there are any surprises. Rookie training camp is early May, and the OTA starting late May and June. And hey, the UFL season ends June 14th. A little late this year, but we'll see if we get some undrafted free agents from there too. And then I guess we'll see. Training camp a little later. July, August, and then preseason. Then September, we're off to the races. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But whew. Thanks to all my subscribers and listeners out there. Thank you to all my Patreon members. And, I'm excited for the draft. I give us an A. I think we did a good job. I think other teams who really need a good draft, maybe not so much. But I'll talk about that. But thank you guys so much. Very excited for the season to start. And, of course, go Cowboys.